Hey everybody, this is JD Gaming. Happy Friday and welcome back to 4 Fun Facts in Yu-Gi-Oh!, the show where we discuss just that and hopefully learn something new along the way. Since I uploaded part 2 of Weird OCG Normal Monsters this week, I thought it would be fun to take a look at other ways this game changed between regions. Over the years, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game, or TCG, has developed into somewhat of its own entity from the original Japanese official card game, or OCG. This all began with how Konami, and at the time Upper Deck, decided to take the game for its westernization. Despite how relatively seamless the transition was, there were some occasional issues, such as the misleading translations we discussed last time. But today, we're taking a look at some of the behind-the-scenes decisions that happen as certain aspects of the OCG are either modified or cut completely to better fit the TCG market. The first few booster sets in the TCG were actually combinations of 2 sets from the OCG. For example, what we know as Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon was originally a set of the same name, plus a second OCG set called Phantom God. This combination system was interesting in that it yielded larger sets for the global market. More on that later. It also allowed Konami to censor certain names by picking and choosing which name to use, as they did with Magic Ruler. Our version of the set was a combination of the OCG's Magic Ruler and Pharaoh's Servant sets. As we can see, Toon Summon Skull was in our version of Magic Ruler, not PSV. The TCG Pharaoh's Servant was actually a combination of the OCG's Curse of Anubis and Thousand Eyes Bible, 2 names I can imagine 2002 Konami not wanting to put on American shelves. This pattern of set combination continued until Soul of the Duelist, where the core set size and contents became far more consistent between versions of the game. Speaking of which, Soul of the Duelist was the first TCG set to have ultimate rares. I remember being caught off guard when I looked into a Yu-Gi-Oh! Magazine and saw a photo of the ultimate rare version of Spirit Barrier and thought my rare copy was a misprint. But did you know this rarity wasn't a new creation for this set? The OCG began printing ultimate rares in core sets as early as the aforementioned Thousand Eyes Bible, where it printed Thousand Eyes Restrict in the embossed foil. The sets that immediately followed then typically featured the cover card or other quintessential new card as an ultimate rare, alongside a reprint of iconic monsters like Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician, until it eventually converged with the style that we began with in the TCG. Unlike our version of Soul of the Duelist, however, the OCG only had cards that already came in a holofoil rarity as potential candidates to be ultimate rares. Rarity changes like this aren't breaking news. While no one really knew about it at the time due to how information could, or rather could not, be communicated back in the day, rarity changes were a part of this game since Legend of Blue Eyes. Despite this, many key cards from competitive history received significant rarity upgrades in the West, which at first seems unfair. However, this is presumably to ensure sales volumes that would encourage game shops and retail vendors to stock the sets. After all, if stores give up on Yu-Gi-Oh! As we know it for lack of profitability, it doesn't matter if we or Konami want to keep the game around. Looking at prices, we see that the MSRP on a single Japanese booster pack is 143 yen, which is about $1.30 USD by today's standards. Compare that to the TCG's $3.99 per pack, and we could see the scale of the game and its individual prices simply had to be greater overall to support its success in the larger global market. This is also one potential reason why early sets were combined to increase the pool of cards and thus the value of the conglomerate set. Certainly, this upscale method isn't the only way to run the game, but it's one that has worked. This last one is something that always disappointed me. For various reasons, the art of the cards have to be altered as part of the adaptation process, but sometimes it means we miss out on some really cool collectibles and may not even know about it. Did you know we never got this artwork of Dark Magician Girl in the 2008 anniversary pack? This exclusive set was entirely comprised of cards that featured artwork redrawn and signed by Kazuki Takahashi himself. The TCG version of the Dark Magician Girl from this set was going to be censored just like all of its other artworks, but Takahashi refused. As an artist myself, I can understand where he's coming from, and it really is a pity that Konami decided to remove it from the set instead of just printing the card with its original artwork in celebration of that milestone. Another of his artworks we never got was this Kaiba Corp rarity version of Blue Eyes featuring Seto Kaiba, which would have been a perfect addition to the recent Megatins or Legendary collection. It's a shame, especially with the development of the internet and communication in this game improving over the years, which only gives us glimpses of these gems. We did get the Lost Art promotion through official tournament stores this year though, so perhaps someday soon these cards will land in the West. And there you have it, 4 fun facts about changes between versions of our favorite TCG. Let me know your thoughts on these changes down in the comments below, and as always, I'll see you guys next week for 4 more fun facts. that's the end of this video, but if you'd like to see more of this series, you can click the annotation on the right, or you can see the last video I did by clicking the one on the left. If you enjoyed, I encourage you guys to leave a like and share it with others you think who may enjoy it as well. And if you'd really like to see more updates, then subscribe to JD Gaming for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks guys, this is JD Gaming, hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll see you guys next time.